Hello everybody, my name is Adam and welcome back to another Planet Zoo speed build video. Wow, that was a mouthful. Where we started off with Mr. Archer and a little box. I started off with this for a reason though. I wanted to do the detailing first. Bear with me, it will make sense. Because I looked at this reference image and I will pop this reference image up quite a lot to explain what areas of it I'm working on of this creation. Anyway, this is it, and yeah, you can see it's quite a cool build. It's actually concept art. I've literally just pulled this off Google. I don't know the actual creator of this concept art, so forgive me. I just typed in Watermill house in Google, had a look through some different images, and this is the one what stuck for me, and I thought, right, I want to build that in Planet Zoo. It looks quite cool. So yeah, this is me building it in Planet Zoo. And I wanted to start off with these boxes, and the reason being is because I knew if I couldn't make the little details like the boxes and the barrels, then I was done for and I wouldn't be able to create the whole creation. Obviously, because this video has now been released and you're watching it, I can build the box and I can build the barrels and the little details I needed. This doesn't come out looking exactly like the reference images, it's more my interpretation of this, but I am really happy with it, and like everything I build, if you want it in your own zoos, then Steam Workshop link will be in the description below, as well as all my social medias, so you can keep up with stuff I build on Twitter and Instagram and stuff like that. Yeah, and if you're new, you might as well subscribe, and if you do end up liking this video, then like the video, it doesn't really help. But yeah, you can see this frontal area of this creation is what I want to focus on first. So I created the boxes. I knew I could do the boxes. All I have to do is duplicate them over. Boxes done. Boxes boxed off. So it was this little bit of front of area what the wheel itself, the wheel arm, leans on. And yeah, look, simple, done. I fast forwarded it because all I did was square those stone pieces off, added the wheel, which is obviously in game, and added some little brackets and stuff. The wheel moves nicely around, and yeah, once that was boxed off, I don't know, I got to stop using that pun, I know. It was time to move on to like the main structure and kind of like the foundation of the building. I wanted to add some cracks to make it look authentic and look more realistic. And then some moss as well. I added these lovely moss pieces, and then I played around with some options of different foliage. You can see me doing here. I suggest if you're building anything like this yourself, just play around with loads of different options until you get the right ones. So that's what I did basically until I was finally happy with it. And once I got one piece and one wall, it was just a matter of duplicating it over on the grid and placing it down. Once you've got one side, you've got all the sides. You can just see me placing the first bit of wall piece down, complete, done, and then I started focus on. See, with creations like this, especially when I'm going off reference images, I don't know if you do the same. In fact, I don't even know if you build from reference images. If you do, let me know in the comment section below. But yeah, I kind of like jump from like area to area. So 1 minute I'm building a box, next minute I'm building a wall, next minute I'm using terrain tool. I don't know why I do this. I think I just get a little bit bored with one area, or I don't know how I want it to look, so I just jump from area to area. But yeah, you can see I've just put the water body in just to see how the wheel will look and get different height variations of the wall and play about with that. Make sure everything looks like it's in scale and it doesn't look overshot, you know, it doesn't look oversized or it doesn't look too small, and just playing around with it really. And say it all the time, patience and perseverance, and you will get the look what you're going for. And once I did get the height, it's time to put in the flooring of this, what would you call it? It's like a jetty, would you call it? A decking area, a water jetty, I don't know, harbour? I don't know what you'd call it, but like the outside area what just goes above the water, and where these boxes and where this structure and wheel will lay on, basically, will sit on. Most of this build is custom, I'm not going to lie, this is a lot of pieces. In fact, it's that amount of pieces that towards the end of me creating this, my PC was kind of struggling. Yeah, I think I got a bit, not overwhelmed, but I think I overdid it a little bit. I wanted it to look good, and it does look good, but yeah, there's a lot of pieces is what I'm trying to say. So do bear that in mind if you do download it off the Steam Workshop. Seeing me again, just playing around with different items, seeing what looks good, and this is what I came out with. This is how it came out looking in the end. Let's add some pieces, shall we? Let's add a ladder first. And then of course we need to actually add the decking area on the top, which is going to go on the side of the main building itself. Add those little trims and the little detailings around the edges. Then it's time to add the main structural foundation, you know, the supporting beams, what actually give the look that it's holding this up. Don't forget all the little details like the supporting beams down below, again making it look realistic. And then it was time to go work on this custom fence here. Again, I'll just pop up the reference images and show you where exactly we are up to basically, and the look I'm going for and what I'm actually creating now, which area. So it's the area to the left, the elevated area, which we've already built the foundation of, but this is the fence. I'll just zoom in to show you. As you can see, the fence is actually quite rustic and run down. There's pieces missing, but we've got the boxes in place, we've got the barrels in place, we've got everything else in place apart from the roof and this fence. So let's create this fence, which we did with, once again, you guessed it, the plank pieces. You'll see a lot of plank pieces, and this main plank floor here in this elevated kind of like balcony runway area, I use it a lot. In fact, I use it for all the walls of the whole building, as well as this fence, what you can see me creating. We've got a different plank down below on the jetty area, but yeah, a lot of plank work, let's put it that way. But you can see me just completing it now. Say it all the time, once you get one side you've got all the sides, and this is how it came out looking. You can see it's done, it's finished, and we've also made a start on the roof as well. We will come back to the roof a bit later on. It was a pain in the ass, so look forward to that. And this is the main walls now. Like I said, the planks. Now, what I did here is I did the same as I did in the foundation. You see that just off piece there, what you can see me just duplicating over and moving it over to the main structure. I kept a piece separate, and what I did is I got a piece what was on the grid, any wall, it doesn't matter, and then I covered both sides with the planks. Make sure it all aligned, and then I could just duplicate that over from the one what's set back, and I can have custom pieces what are not on the grid on the grid. I hope that makes sense. I really hope it does. But yeah, if it doesn't, let me know and I will try to explain it. And then by God, this roof, I actually fobbed it off, but just like our wheel what we built, it just had to keep going. I just had to keep going, but I needed a break. This is actually the next day now, and yeah, this is how it came out looking. Pretty good, eh? I'm actually really impressed with it. I didn't record me putting all the pieces in. I'll give you a brief overview of how I did it though. So we started off with the foundation, we got the walls in, and then it was just trim and decoration. We added more planks, more like nails, added the window coverings, added more planks for details, added the windows, and yeah, this is how it came out looking. And then the cabinet, I forgot about the cabinet on the little platform at, you know, the elevated area. So yeah, this is how, well, it's all about detailing in Planet Zoo, and I just wanted to highlight this area of this video to say, if you put the work in, it will pay. Like, there's no substitute for hard work. With anything you do in life, there's no substitute for hard work. And it's exactly the same in Planet Zoo. If you're willing to put in the work and do the little details, your builds will look amazing. So yeah, that's not me being big-headed, that's just me trying to inspire you to do more, basically, if you're not doing already. But I had this custom little cabinet, again, loads of planks, and yeah, just fiddling around and seeing what looked best. Again, it doesn't look exactly like the reference image, but it does come out looking pretty good. And then I put these vases as legs, and then realised that you can actually see the vases from underneath the floor, so I deleted those vases as legs. And then just added some normal planks for legs. And then placed it, and there's our cabinet in. Nice and smart, looks good. Adjusted some of the boxes and some of the barrels, made everything looking how it should really, and everything in proportion, and then added some more boxes in the background of this just to block off this area kind of thing before I actually put the wall pieces in. Oh, and I built this gate as well, this little structure, which, you know, I'll pop up now the reference image again, and it's this little fence here what I created. And now let's jump to me in real time and go through how this came out looking at the final in the end. Basically, I'm tired, leave me alone. And here we are, it's complete, everything's done, and if I do say so myself, it looks magnificent. The front of this building is looking absolutely beautiful. We've got added little details what I've added, like this little rope and these pegs here. Again, the detail really does help. I've got a little bit of light, so we've got little lanterns around the place. You can see one just there. You can see two just here on this balcony area. I've added little bits of detailing on the front of the building itself as well. Obviously we've got all these panels what look like they've been nailed on, but we've got this kind of like, I wanted to give the impression that there was hanging the washing out and doing the washing here. Bit like a wash house, and then we've got buckets laying about, and then this rope what well obviously brings the buckets up with water in it. All the rock work on the foliage work is also complete. When you download this off the workshop, you can carry on this water feature here all the way into a river. Do what you want with it. Honestly, it's quite a versatile build once you've actually got it in. If I just take you around the back, you can see I've just put foliage just to block it off, kind of, just to give it a more fuller look. And this, it's not functional, I'm not gonna lie. This building is not really a functional building. It can be made functional though, and to be honest, what I would do with it, I wouldn't put shops in it, I'd put staff facilities in it. As you can see at the moment, it's just one big empty space for you to download and to put whatever you want in it. All the roof's done as well, and all the little detail, including these spikes on here, all the little wooden planks, giving the same theme throughout. And then these little wooden planks here sticking out, giving it again a more run down look. And there we go. So if you like the video and you like this kind of building, then hit that like button. If you're new around here, feel free to subscribe. My name's Adam, and I will catch you in the next Planet Zoo video.